Well, hello there. It's the Range Ronin, and I thank you for stopping by to view another chapter in the Range Ronin Chronicles Pistol Series. I hope that you liked today's presentation. Without further ado, let me get started. In 2024, I produced a review of the Ruger Mark IV target pistol. While I was satisfied with the target model, for the most part, I was not satisfied with how I performed with the pistol. Fast forward to today, and the Ruger Mark IV target pistol is returning to the range with a special edition that I hope enhances my performance with it. So stay tuned, and I will tell you all about it. Before enhancements, let me roll the basic specifications for the Ruger Mark IV target pistol one more time. I do not know what was really happening when I shot the target model. Was it trigger control, choice of ammunition, or what else was causing the numerous misses on the targets? With my eyes not being what they used to be, I succumbed to the fact that an optic might be needed, and what follows is my choice of optic and what was needed to mount it. First of all, a good mount was needed, and I decided to go with the tandem cross shadow Picatinny rail for Ruger Mark Series in 2245. That allows me to return to the original sights should the optic fail. Here is a rundown of the rail. The Picatinny rail allows for more precise and customized placement of mini optics. Not only does the mil-spec Picatinny design allow for a more precise and customized placement of optics, it is the perfect length and doesn't have the unsightly overhang over the barrel. The rail has a relieved ejection port area that minimizes failure to eject. There is no unsightly overhang over the barrel, like the Ruger stock rail. With an optic removed, the rail can be used with iron sights in place. It is available in two finishes to match or highlight your pistol and comes with installation screws. It is made from precision CNC machined aluminum and is anodized black. The mount fits most factory drilled and tapped Ruger Mark II, Mark III, Mark IV, Government, Hunter, Competition, 2245, and light rimfire pistols. The dimensions from end to end is 3 3/8 inch. From outside first rail to the outside last rail is 2.9 inches. For installation instructions, I have included a link to those instructions in the description section. Now, let's move on to the optic. Now, for my choice of optics, I felt that a pistol-chambered .22 long rifle and, considering the round barrel design of the Ruger Mark IV target model, a tubular-style optic just might work. My choice was an inexpensive, though highly rated, Fiocchi RDS-36 1x22mm 5 MOA red and green dot sight. Let me run the basic specifications for you. Additionally, the reticle colors are red and green dots. Magnification is 1x with an unlimited eye relief. The field of view at 100 yards is 10.7 feet, while being parallax free at 20 yards. The objective lens is 22 millimeters. Adjustment click value is 1 MOA per click at 50 yards, and the adjustment range is plus or minus 30 MOA. As far as features, the optic is dual color selectable that easily switches from a green dot to a red dot with a push of a button. Red or green dual illuminated dock reticles with 7 red dot brightness settings to accommodate different environments are perfect for a wide range of daytime and nighttime applications. Green dot, my preferred color, stands out perfectly against the targets, as you will see later in the range segment. Multi-coated optics with anti-reflective coating on at least one lens surface reduces light loss and glare due to reflection, offering a brighter, higher contrast image. The optic also comes with a 4-slot .83-inch lightweight riser mount, and which provides a co-witness to sights like the Magpul Backup Sight System, or MBUS, but which is not needed for the Ruger Mark IV. It has a shockproof design that ensures superb performance even in the toughest environment. Waterproof O-ring seals prevent moisture from penetrating for reliable performance in all environments. And last, the optic is parallax corrected and has unlimited eye relief. 5 MOA dot is quick to acquire in close quarters, while remaining fine enough to promote pinpoint accuracy at extended ranges. Now, I am going to put that last statement to the test as I move into the outdoor range segment, starting right now. I am at my favorite outdoor range, Clybell Range, within the Charlie Elliott Wildlife Center, just below Mansfield, Georgia. The pistol side of the house has multiple lanes with target distances ranging from 17 yards to 37 yards, and has 2 dedicated .22 caliber lanes, where the targets may actually respond to hits, as compared to the other lanes that can also handle the MiG-22 caliber, but is more responsible to higher caliber ammunition. For today's fodder, I have a few leftover Remington 40-grain Thunderbolt and some CCI 40-grain Clean 22, high-velocity, poly-coated lead red round-nose ammunition, of which I have never fired before. Finally, I have some CCI 40-grain copper-plated round-nose mini-mags to run through, so this should be interesting. Let's see how I do with this optic setup and the Ruger Mark IV target pistol.
Well, eventually you'll get like me if you shoot enough. No matter what gun you put in your hand. all the same. Only thing is, you gotta look at the sights. So like, Canic for some, they got what they call combat sights. So the sights are a little taller, a little higher up. So you gotta worry about height over bore. That Beretta APX you got has suppressor sights, so your height over bore is like that instead of like that.
I know that.
And there's a guy that makes he owns a company called Black Customs, and he makes triggers and aluminum frames for them. I want to invest in these too. Yeah, because you want to instructions at the academy. If you don't hear the instructions, you can run around.
You'll be in trouble.
They get gel inserts. They're gel, not foam. About 15 on this for gel inserts. I got a lot of stuff at my house that I bought with my own money that I use for long. And if y'all work out like the rural areas, work out, you get you some what they call horse leads, just like ropes. Okay? And you turn them into dog leashes. And horse leads. You're going to want them because you're going to get a lot of calls if someone's horse is out. You got to go get it. Now, if you get the call that somebody's cow is loose, don't use it. Because that cow, you put it over that cow's neck, it's going to take off and you're going to stop the cow. I was the guy they called to go get all the farm animals I got out. I remember 11 o'clock at night I had to go chase 3 cows in the pen. And then one night I had to get 3 at 3 o'clock in the morning. I had to go get them and walk them back to where they belong. better be ready, because they're gonna fight. You're gonna be in the fight of your life.
Yes, I did it.
A lot of people won't say it, but if you hear that joker that's going back there, better be ready.
We'll get
You might not have no backup. My backup is 20 minutes away.
shit.
So when I will be
Hour out.
Except for a few of my mistakes, like not seating the magazine fully, the Ruger Mark IV target ran without flaw with all ammunition. My accuracy with the Mark IV target definitely improved with the addition of the optic. Missed targets were totally on me, old shaky hands and all, or not aligning the dot properly on the target. I did not get around to shooting the 40-grain Minimag ammunition. I have run it through the pistol on previous range outings, and it runs fine. The CCI clean red ammunition cycled with no problems, and I will probably use it at the indoor range to cut down on some of the spent powder in a not-so-ventilated environment. For me, using the optic is very handy for target shooting, and perhaps ridding the area of small rodents and such. I did have to tighten down the optic base after my first indoor range outing with this combination, as it had come loose, but the optic needed no tightening. So, with this range day behind me, let me get to my final thoughts on the upgrade. The Ruger Mark IV target pistol is an excellent piece of work, as it stands. Younger eyes, steadier hands than mine, can probably put the pistol through its paces without any help, like an optic. Now, I am not a bad shooter with the Mark IV target. I just wanted to be a better shooter with this pistol. Having an optic did help me out in that area. While the optic can run with either red or green 5 MOA dots, green is my preferred color. With astigmatism in my left dominant eye, dots are not usually dots, but outdoors, the dot is less distorted, and that helps me with placing the dot on the target. Hitting the target is left up to me. Well, my friends, let me close this chapter in the Range Ronin Chronicles up. I hope to see you again for more of my firearm and firearm-related reviews. And don't forget to watch my quotes for the day when they pop up and you get a chance to see them. Until we meet again, and I hope that we will, take care of yourself, stay vigilant, stay armed, and stay safe wherever your journeys take you.